Jacob is in Baltimore. Hi, Jacob. Welcome to the EntreLeadership podcast.
Hi, Dave. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure, man. What's up?
I am an employee of a millwork and cabinet making business, and I'm in the process of buying the company from our owner when he retires in 2025. We have 4 team members, including the owner, and we grossed $389,000 last year. The owner's stepdaughter is a payroll administrator, and she wants to move into contract employment while working from home most of the week. I don't love the idea of this arrangement, and I don't see her position as absolutely necessary to the company. Is it wrong, in your opinion, to let her go when I become the owner, or is there some arrangement that I can work out that's good for everybody?
Okay. Well, when do you close on this?
We're set for just after January 1st, 2025.
Okay. So you got about 6 months. Okay. And are you the leader of the organization currently, other than the owner?
I suppose I'm like lead production. There's one other guy.
So this lady does not report to you currently?
No.
Okay. So how is it that it's come to your plate right now that she wants to work from home? They're just talking to you about that as part of the sale?
No, that's her kind of situation now. She works about 12 hours at work and the rest of the time from home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's been for years.
Oh, for years.
Yeah.
Okay. And since you do not oversee her, how are you sure that her position is not necessary?
I think it's because, I'm there when we go through the projects. I know what's going on behind the scenes as well. And so I know she does work from home and she's very receptive to ordering or sending emails, making phone calls. But I just don't think that the amount of work that she does justifies, her pay scale right now.
Okay. So you don't feel like she's putting in 40 hours?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is true with most work at home. Yeah. Work from home means I actually want to work part-time but get paid for full-time. That's generally what it means. So, the number of people that you can find that actually put in 40 hours when they work from home is very rare. That's why my contention is it's not going to work. It's not going to be a long-term play. There's going to be some things that do it, but not. Okay. Okay, rule number 1 is I don't want to surprise anyone. I don't want to be sudden, and I don't want to be rash, and I don't, therefore, because that can be unkind. And I have been in situations where I let someone go, and I thought I had told them, this isn't working. This isn't working. You're not doing this. You got to get this done. You got to get that done. And they didn't interpret that as a deal breaker. I was trying to say this is a deal breaker. Now, that's not the case here, okay? But I'm saying in that case, somebody can be surprised, but I didn't think they should have been surprised. But they can still be surprised. So the trick is to not, or the rule is to do your best to not let someone even feel surprised. So,
okay.
I don't think that you rearranging everything immediately after the closing is proper.
Right.
I think part of your purchase here is you're going to endure gradually affecting her situation.
Okay.
Gradually sounds like over a period of 6 months, you have 6 conversations that say, you've always done it this way. You're a great person. I like you, but I'm more of a work at work person than I am a work at home person, and I'm not feeling this. And so you say that over and over and over again, and she starts to realize, Jacob's got a problem with this. And that then when you start tightening it up a little bit more, and you start going, okay, look, I am coming to the conclusion that this is not, 6 months later, after you've had several conversations, she may just quit when you start some conversations. Okay, but if she doesn't, and you continue to say, okay, here's the deal, I respect your stepfather, or I respect the original owner, and I like you and I respect you, but I'm just not comfortable having team members working from home. I'm going to move everybody into the office, and that would include you.
Okay.
And so, and we don't have to do this right now. We can do it over a 60-day period of time, but I need to let you know, after 6 months you're having this conversation, I need to let you know that, over the next 2 months, you and I are going to make different arrangements. You're going to come in more, and you're going to set up childcare or set up whatever you need to be able to be here during office hours physically in the building, because we're going to adopt a we work from work policy.
Okay.
And she may say, I don't want to do that. And I say, well, the people that work here are going to work at work. And if you don't want to work at work, then you're not going to, you're making a decision to not be here, because I'm giving you plenty of notice. I've let you know this is an issue. And it's not a personal thing. It's not even a reflection on your particular job. It's just a philosophy that I have that's different than the other owner had. And I truly believe in the value of people being in proximity of each other from a productivity and a company culture standpoint. And by the way, I do believe that personally, Jacob. All of our Ramsey people work from work. We don't have remote workers,
Right.
Okay? And that's the reason, is I do believe in proximity, that there is an increased productivity, an increased quality of culture and relationship and trust, and all of that translates to things moving better. So you just begin having a gradual conversation, and then eventually you say, okay, over the next 60 days, we're going to do this. And she keeps coming back, I don't want to do that. I say, well, if you don't want to do that, you're opting out. Okay, are you going to opt out? If you're going to opt out, then you would give her a generous severance package for her choosing not to be working from work, which is as the new owner and your newly announced 6 months later philosophy on business. And there's nothing unkind or wrong about that, because we did it very gradually. You feel how gentle that was? Now, she may still be pissed, because she may be a person that has become, based on the fact that is it stepfather? Is that what you said?
Yeah, stepfather.
Yeah, she may feel like that, that the new guy just, beat up on his daughter, and, she may feel entitled to this role. I don't know. I don't know her, but the only reason she would be angry, though, is if that's the case.
Okay.
Because otherwise, it's just, she goes, oh, the new guy, he wants us working at work, and I don't want to work at work, so I want to work at home, and I'm not willing to do that. So, I mean, we had 5 people leave in the last couple months that wanted to work from home, and we don't offer that. So they just decided they're not a we, because we work from work, and are you a we? And that's how, it's not mean. It's just a decision. And so I'm not mad at them. They decided they didn't want to do that, and that's okay. It's like a free country and stuff. So, that's the thing. So that's what you're looking at. And that's going to be hard for you, because you're kind of feeling it's fun to be the new owner, and you're going to want to be a man of action, and don't be a man of action. Because the rest of the team is watching how you handle her. And some of them may dislike her, but some of them love her. It's a small team. And if they feel like you pooped on her, it's going to mess up the rest of your morale, and you don't want to clean that up. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
That's what the gradual gives you. And it gives you every chance. And be generous with her if she decides to leave. She's been there a lot of years. Give her a ridiculous severance package. Because you will. I've given out some severance packages that people looked at me and said, "What? You're nuts! Why would you do that?" Because when I'm 89 million years old and I'm on my deathbed, I will never think I might have, by any stretch of the imagination, mistreated that person. I was always overly generous. I'm 100% sure of that every time. Now, some of them didn't think that. Some people are mad. Some people get their tail in a twist. But I know what I did. And I can live with me because of that, when I make a decision to be generous in those situations. You're a good man, Jacob. You're a good man because you asked this question. If you were just some kind of little hot rod who's going to run over everybody, you wouldn't even ask the question. but you're smart enough because you got a good heart and you're wise enough to think through the implications of this, because there's always someone else watching. How you treat your team matters because the rest of the team is always watching. This is the EntreLeadership Podcast.